Am I live? You should be. Yeah, I'm live.
Are we on?
I am. Kevin Mose in the building, the first one on the internet. Mose, what's up? I'm telling you right now, we are not going live until I got 5,000 people. Anything less than 5,000, we'll be waiting on the next episode. What's up, Mose? I got Block in the building. Supposed to be a surprise guest. I got David Phillips in the building. Mr. Fundamental. What's up, Louis Shaw? I see you. Jimmy Johnson. I thought there was a construction job that was going on today. Robbie Dole, Jerry Gibson, John Misplay. We are rolling already. We might get started early today.
Oh.
Michael Soros, what's up?
Axel.
Robbie Dole, I'm telling you, 5,000 is what we're going for today. Anything less, I'll be disappointed.
This is what I'm gonna do. When it come on.
Could you please quit discussing strategy out amongst our fans? Could you please?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
I
talk.
cannot believe Monday
I'm gonna talk.
is pressing me for being late. And I'm on time. I don't understand it. Matt Hall, what's up?
Give a few people.
Welcome to the live.
This and that.
Odette acting in the building.
Then
I need you to share this with all your sisters.
Then I'm gonna go right here.
Mark Rowan.
Some birthday shouts.
Boy, how much eligibility do you have left?
Then I
Brandon Conrad, welcome to the live. Jerry Gibson, what's up? Vida.
But this is what I'm gonna say.
Would you
about-
please call
what I'm gonna
Angel?
say about
Please
you.
share it with Angel.
Then, but-
Janet Wilson Hall,
But the first thing I'm gonna do is
welcome to the live, Sharon Julius.
talk about his dad.
What's up, Odette?
Mr.
The number one field goal kicker in NFL history is in the building. Kenny Willis is here on time.
Because
Dallas might need you.
his dad and
Angela Martin, Janie Davis, what's up?
over his senior high.
Mark Lee, I see you.
What year did
James Patton, what's up?
What year did they win the state tournament?
Christina Murphy, what's up? Chris Douglas, I see you.
Gigi. Hey.
Who did Dardan's play with?
What year? I don't know. He'll be on here in a minute. We...
Did they win the state title?
No.
Okay, they didn't. When I'm gonna come out.
How about them Cowboys? I see you, James Patton. They got lucky. You know they got lucky. Lenny Wright,
I'm just saying.
how many votes does Pam need?
They the one that got this OHS.
Vicky Hall, bedroom bullies, where they at?
I'm gonna talk about
Angela Martin,
then I'm gonna do
Melissa Brown,
this little thing, this my little thing. Right
Chuck
here.
and Thrill, Lenny Wright. That's a bad combination.
This is what I'm gonna say about you.
Miss Mormon, Tyrese Crow, Mama. I got Mama on here. Monday, I got Mama on here.
Miss Alberta.
Mama, what you doing?
Miss Alberta.
What you doing, Mama?
Yes.
Ashley Chad, what's up? Robbie Dole, am I sounding good? Is it clear? Chris Walker in the building. You know he's cute. Chris Walker, you know he's cute.
Yeah.
Used to play point guard for Louisville.
You want to stay down?
Reggie Monday, you 4 minutes late.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't whisper, I can't either. Holly O'Brien, what's up? Teresa Greer, that's family in the building Monday.
Yes, sir.
Tyler Lockdown acting in the building. I might have to put you on Tyler Brown tonight. Miss Taylor, where's Childhood? Barty Teasley, serving alcoholic beverages internationally. What's up, Scotty Kelly? Cooper Gooden? Cooper Goodenhagen?
Yeah.
What's up?
Don't leave out.
Lana Harper? No, she gonna be here. She locked in. Real fan.
Yeah.
Lana Harper. Murray Wilson? Debbie Baker in the building. What's up? I don't know what number. We got 47 already, Monday. It's 47.
Yeah. Let's see.
Terry Megan in the building. You know Terry?
Yeah. Terry who?
Megan.
Sounds familiar.
I don't know Terry Megan, but they must be new to the scene.
Well, welcome.
We appreciate you. Welcome to the live. Nicola Gray, what's up?
Welcome.
Chris Walker said go for 60. We at 52 already.
We're going at 8:15.
We're going at 8:15.
We bringing the guest on at 8:15.
Jock Williams, 17 yards per carry. Calico. Orlando Henry, what's up? Cooper Gooden in the building.
Prime time.
Curry Carter, you just sit back and relax. Your name might be called. No, hold on. We got the wrong sport. Your name will not be called tonight. Robbie Webb, the Prince shooter. The Prince shooter. That's a guaranteed assist, Monday. If I hit it to laps on the left, get it right back to Webb where he can get his feet set. Guaranteed assist. It's like it ain't even fair. Pure shooter.
When I get through doing my, I want you to talk to him language, okay?
All right, we can do
then,
that.
And then I'll just come in here and there.
All right. Who'd I miss? I missed somebody. Sheik D's in the building.
Sheik D's in the
I need you to be
building.
quiet tonight. You're too loud. You too loud. It's the World Wide Web. You right, James Patton.
You need to sit right here.
Nicola Gray. Garrett Garver, what's up? Cindy Miller in the building. John Arcade in the building. What is going on?
Sheridan.
I need a horse.
Sheridan
I need a
Jackson.
horse in Keelan.
Make
I
sure-
need a horse in Keelan, Arcade.
Make sure they share it, Chuck. Share it.
Stand your case.
I love you,
You
Stanya.
know stand your case here. We doing something right, buddy. She don't check into Douglas average.
I know it. I love Stanya. My walking buddy.
Marty Jackson. I'm going to need you to keep filling this place. You know he gets out of control when he starts getting a little attention. And he thinks he's cute. He really thinks he's cute. Brandon Mundy in the building. Wait a minute. Now, who ran all the touchdowns?
Braden. That's Braden.
Braden?
That's Braden.
That's Braden.
Nephew.
Hell of a job on those touchdowns, boy. We'll be talking about you next week. Hell of a job. John Arcade in the building, boy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where is Rhonda? John, where is Rhonda? Melvin Smith, Mechanicsville in the building. John Misplay. I don't know. We don't have an official MC. I'm usually the one that here on time. Monday's never prepared. Andre's supposed to be here tonight, but he got to babysit as usual. You know how he is.
Oh, shit.
We got Block in the building tonight, Arcane. We got Block in the building. John Parham, what's up? Kerry White, my sis, what's up? I mean, Marty Jackson said you hotter than
Fish grease. How the fish grease?
Tina Cordell Miller, what's up?
Yes.
Chris Walker, don't you start giving directions. Don't you start that. This ain't the barbershop. Don't you start that.
Yeah.
We're at 59 already, Bundy. 59 already.
Chuck's going.
That's right. Reggie Monday, what you doing, Reggie Monday? Moving furniture?
I might jump in and ask him a question or two.
We're going to talk about some talent in the world tonight. Best players, best teams, best competition.
Some shout outs and this and that.
My all-intelligent team.
When I get to you,
My all-top guards team.
I'm going to do some birthday shout outs.
I mean, who's better between Kenny Higgs and Rex Chapman? Who's better? That's what I need to know. BJ Sanders in the building. Josh Williams, can you call Chris Brown and Steve Mormon? We need all the athletes in the building.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
BJ, you supposed to be working third shift.
And you know, I mean, and they both played.
Penn Brooklyn in the building. Alexis Morrow, what's up?
They both play some talent too. They both play talent.
The King, you right, Walker. You right.
Oh, Kenny ain't no walk now.
We got any birthdays?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm
What's your September birthday, man?
I'm gonna do it, Chuck. I'm gonna do it.
All right, you got that?
Yeah, I got that, baby.
Kenny Higgs and Rex Chapman. I don't know who you want. I mean, in high school, I mean dangerous. I mean hell of a comparison. Oh, we gonna get Big Phil money on the show. It's about 2 more weeks.
Oh!
We got a special on lunch trucks.
Oh! If we get him.
Sonny Krause, what's up, handicapper? Not Dwight Pruitt. Not Pruitt! What's up, Pruitt? My dog!
Make sure they share it,
You ain't
Chuck.
seen Pruitt, have you?
I haven't seen him in a
Boy,
while.
Pruitt look like he got some eligibility left.
Well,
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
He look good.
I saw him in Kroger about a year or two ago. He was real good.
Damn, for real, you can't whisper for shit.
Who said that?
Marty Jackson said she can hear everything you say.
Well, good.
BJ Sanders, your birthday today. Don't play with us, man.
I got him.
BJ's birthday today?
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, happy birthday, young man. M. Big Ravens, I remember you from last week. Good to see you back. David Mormon, the handicapper. He got a 17 with a 9. I mean, I need to know one thing, David Mormon. I need to know who you got tonight in the Denver game. I mean, can Denver pull off the upset or not? That's all I need to know. We got 1 minute before we get going. 67, 68. We're at 68 already?
Chuck.
Okay, I get you. Robbie Dole, we got 70. We at 70, buddy.
Tell him the shirt, Chuck.
Trio Berryweather in the building.
Who?
Trio.
Tell him the shirt, Chuck. Shirt.
Classmate Yolanda Dillon.
Shirt.
You're still looking like you're 16. You still look like you're 16.
Shirt, Chuck. Tell him the shirt.
David Mormon said take the under tonight.
Take the
That's
under.
the lock. Take the under. What's the under, David? Denver for the money, John Bourne. Denver for the money. Chris Walker said, don't start nothing till you get to 90.
No, we going. We going right now.
Walker, you know it's hard to tell Money anything. He's been calling the shots for the last 20 years.
We going right now.
You can't tell him. You're round Shipwell in the building.
Chuck.
My boy.
Get it going, Chuck.
You will get a shout out tonight, Urel. I know who knows how to play the point guard position. I know. You will be getting a shout out tonight. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute, something ain't right. Mathematic McKenzie is here on time.
Wow.
What is going on?
Wow.
Mathematic, you got 28 more days of suspension. You worse than Dennis Rodman.
8:15, Chuck. Double click. Let's go, baby. Get me going.
8:15, we're ready to go. Hold on. Kenny Willis, Thrill Whispers. Louder than he talks. David Morgan, 214 is the over and under. He said take the under. Sidney Miller, we going to get it. Prentice Johnson in the building. Where's Crystal? Brandon Conrad, what's up? Lars Chappelle. What in the... We ready. We at 77.
Double click it.
I'm on double click it. We got special guests in the house tonight.
Yeah.
I can't wait for y'all to see who we got. Even though Monday spoiled it, I didn't know he was gonna go public with it. I thought he was gonna surprise
Well,
the people.
I had to let his people know.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and go live. They tell me now if I hit it twice, I don't have to turn it around. So let's see how this works. Yes! Block is in the building! Block is in the building!
Yeah.
I mean, y'all might get some inside secrets to Owensboro basketball tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who that is.
Here I am.
The legend.
Here I am.
The legend.
Here I am.
What's going to be funny tonight
Yes.
is you are expert
Yes.
in baseball. You are expert in football. But Monday, you can't make a right hand. You can't make a right hand. You know you can't.
Oh.
All right, so we got this special guest in the house. He really surprised us tonight by reaching out. We love it. This is our boy. I mean, this is our boy right here. Anything related to Coach Embry, I love. I love me some Coach Embry. Coach Hayes as well. But we got both of them in the building tonight. We're going to be talking about some of the talent we had in the borough. And I'm going to tell you something we're going to talk about tonight. We used to just dominate the third region. We used to dominate the third region. But I'm telling you right now, I saw these boys down here at Catholic High. They ain't playing. They're going to be around here for a few years. This Coach Rowley is the truth. I met him the other day. Good person that looked like a good coach to play for. So we got to get ready. Red Devils, if we're going to the state, it's time to start working on your game all summer. Don't start trying to get in shape 3 weeks before the season starts. All right, Monday, what you got?
Well, it's what. First of all, welcome to Thrills World. This is how I'm living, Chuck. Show them how I'm living.
I see.
This is how I'm living.
Let me go around a little bit, man.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe put some lemon pledge on the furniture.
Yes.
Hold up.
Yes.
Hold on, let me take a brief.
Yes.
What's is better than MTV Crib?
Yeah. This is where it goes down at, Chuck.
This where it goes down?
This is where it goes down at.
All
This is where-
access.
This is where it goes down at.
All right, have a seat, man.
All right.
Have a seat.
Let me start off like this. We're gonna talk about some of the best talent out here, basketball-wise, at OHS, and we're gonna give some honorable mentions to some of the teams in the city. But I gotta start off. First of all, I want to start off like this. Without Charlie Taylor,
Who?
without Charlie Taylor, your dad.
That's my DNA, man.
That's your
my
DNA. Without Charlie Taylor and Waylon Coleman, who got it started
The legends.
from Western High School, they was the first ones to integrate over to senior high, and they the one that paved the way for people like me and you, Chuck.
I see what you. I see where
Yes,
you're
sir.
going, man.
Yes,
I see
sir.
where you're going.
Yes, sir. So we got to give homage to those two guys, the
Yes.
big guys,
The legends.
the big guys.
The legends.
Yes. Okay. Now that I got that out the way, I want to give some shout outs to a few people that I forgot last week. First of all, last week we talked about football, and I put the rest, to the person it may concern. Don't never in life go against me. Now that's all I'm gonna say about that.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's
man.
over. The football's over.
It's over.
Now, I want to give a shout out to a few people real quick. I want to give my youngest, Paxton Williams. I want to give him a shout out.
Paxton Williams in the building.
I want to give all the high school football, baseball, and basketball coaches and teachers at senior high for putting up with all of us athletes.
I got you.
I want to give a shout out to Lawrence Jefferson.
Lawrence Jefferson.
Yes.
Not Chucky.
Yes. I want to give a shout out to Israel Valdez.
Israel Valdez.
He plays in the 6 or 7 and under at Western Little League. He was MVP last week. He was MVP last
really?
week. Yes. Last and certainly not least, on some people that I wanted to mention last week, I also want to give a special shout out to Mr. Tandy. Mr. Tandy.
Sam Tandy.
Yes. He made a lot of us. All right. I want to give a shout out to Zay. Zay on 9th Street. My chicken is better than his dad's, and his dad can't stand it.
Zay.
Zay, I want to give you a shout out. Zay on 9th Street. I want to give some birthday shout outs.
Oh, we got some September?
Yeah, these are September birthdays right here. BJ Sanders.
BJ Sanders in the building.
Gina Higgs.
Gina Higgs, where you at?
Don Timms.
Don Timms, I haven't seen her yet.
Reese Calhoun.
Reese Calhoun in the building, happy birthday.
Tia and Kathy Watkins.
Not my graduate, not my classmate.
Yes.
Little WC.
Yes. And last, and certainly not least, your host. Your host, Feel the Thrill.
When's your birthday, Monday?
September the 24th.
We're accepting all presents.
Yes, we're accepting all presents. Yes.
All presents. Are we telling the age Monday? Are we telling the age?
September the 24th. I want to give a shout out to Phil and Yvonne Mundy. Come September the 24th, 52 years. 52 years. 52 years.
That's strong, man. That's strong.
Yes. Y'all should have stopped when y'all had me. You should have stopped, but y'all was hard-headed, and y'all tried 3 more times, and you still didn't get it right.
And couldn't
do it. You should have stopped with Feel the Thrill. Anyway, I love my brothers and sisters. I love them to death, but, you know, it is what it is. That's a September shout out. Okay. And I got 3 reasons. I got 3 reasons why I need you guys to get on this Cash App.
We got a
Cash App too.
Where's the Cash App?
The Cash App is $ Phil Mundy.
$
We
Phil Mundy.
We take donations. This Wi-Fi is not free.
It has to be paid for.
It has to be paid for some way, somehow.
Ain't no fire stick up in here.
No, nothing. And number 3 is because you love Phil Mundy, and Phil Mundy loves you. Phil Mundy loves you. I need you. $ Phil Mundy.
Phil Mundy. Now I need to ask a question because I don't understand this Cash App. I need to know one thing. If somebody sends the Cash App, does it tell us who it was? Do we know, like, the first person sends it? Are we able to say shout outs to so-and-so for being the first person to send the Cash App?
Well, that'll be another show.
That's another show.
We'll send shout outs, another show. Now, to the main course right here. My guy.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen.
My guy. This is Chad Embry. I'm telling you, my dude. Anyway, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little bit about Chad. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He has got a state title in baseball in 1987, and he's got a state title in 1987 in football and baseball. And 2015, he was a coach. He got him a state title. Chad Embry may be the only guy in the history that's got the Triple Crown. He may be the only guy that's got the Triple Crown, Chuck.
Well, let me tell you what was said to me. And this comes from a legend, Cool Eye Stu. Cool Eye said, Chuck, I'm going to tell you something. They don't ever talk about it. He said one of the most underrated, got to be Chad Embry, Chuck. Got to be. He said, but you don't ever hear nobody talk about it. Could do a little bit of everything.
Chuck.
Now, you know if Stu gives out some credit like
yes,
that.
Yes, sir.
It's legit.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Stu.
Rest in peace, Cool Eye Stu.
Yes, sir. Now, Chuck, Chad Embry's all yours, baby. All yours.
All right, Chad, look, I'm going to tell you. I don't know if you remember this, but I can specifically remember us beating Kappa Chi in overtime my senior year to get to the state tournament. And I asked you, then you wasn't, I don't even know how old you were.
I was in the 6th grade.
You was in the 6th grade. I said, Chad, let me ask you something. Coach Embry never does get too excited. Did he say anything after we won and beat Kappa Chi? Do you remember me asking you that?
Well, first of all, I want to say I appreciate the invite from 2 legends, Chucky T. Taylor. And I was thrilled when I got the call Phil saying, "Hey, will you go live with me?" So
Yes.
there's only one answer I could give him. Hell yes.
Yes.
All right, that's what we like. We like that.
And I
Yeah.
tell you what, I remember that game like it was yesterday down at McLean County. The gym was packed. I think it went. Did it go 1 or 2 overtimes?
It
Two.
went,
I think it was 2.
I think it was 2.
Shit, I
I
thought
think
it was
2.
3.
It
Well,
may
you may be right. It might have been 3.
It
but
was
I
2 or
remember
3.
when
It was
Dad-
triple. James Park, now you know Park got all the stats.
Yeah.
Park said it was 3. It was
It
3.
may have been 3.
It was 3.
When we rolled back into town, we got to the sports center. If you just if you remember, Kentucky Wesleyan just got beat by Wright State.
Yes.
In the NCAA Division II, I don't know what Great Lakes Valley final, or I can't remember what it was, but they got beat. And Dad looked at me because that was a very intense game. He looked at me and he goes, "I think I just lost 15, 20 pounds after that game there against Owensboro Catholic."
Yeah.
But he was thrilled. Of course, we had a heck of a team. Calicut, in my opinion, that's the best team Calicut's ever had. 1983 with James Putney McNary,
Rest in peace, James McNary,
Yes, sir.
Tommy Vessels,
Tommy Vessel, Scott Warren.
Derek Bowman, who might have been the best athlete in the city.
Oh, and I think he's on here too, Chad. Don't get him
And-
too excited. We
and-
told him to come to Owensboro. We told him to come to Owensboro.
I remember that. Probably wishes he would have.
Yes, high jumping.
And Pat McKenzie, wasn't he the fifth starter on that team?
Chad, why'd you do that? Why did you bring up McKenzie on a basketball subject? He really thought he played a vital role in that game.
But I think, didn't we beat them 4 times that year, Chuck?
Man, we beat him so much, I got tired of counting.
Yeah, we thought we'd keep that one close. But, yeah, that was one of the best games in the Kentucky High School Athletic Association ever.
Well, what do you think comparing Owensboro and Catholic High then to Owensboro and Catholic High now? Because I'm seeing some similarities.
Well, throughout the years, we've pretty much consistently stayed at the top. Calicott's gone up and down, and now they've got Jim Mueller, rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Coach Mueller.
He was a very good coach, and I can't remember after that. He might have pretty much left pretty soon after that year or that season. But now you got Tim Riley over there at Calicut, who's had a very successful career at Warren Central, won a state championship, and was a runner-up in a state championship.
and former coach of George Fant, the New York Jet.
And I think he was an assistant coach for Western Kentucky's girls for a year or 2 down there. And, he's got a lot of respect throughout the state. Well, he's come over, walked into a great situation over there, Chuck. I can't remember who was coaching these kids that he walked in and coached them as seniors. O'Brien kid was one of them with Webb. Not Rob Webb. Zuber's boy was one of them, but they started as freshmen. And were in a regional final and got beat by Ohio County, I believe, as sophomore juniors. But he walked into a great situation. Of course, he's a great coach. And they won the region his first year and took their first trip ever to the state tournament. And now he's kept them at the level where they're contending for the state champion, or not state championship, a regional championship yearly. And he's done a fabulous job over there. And we know that's who we're going to probably, this year, we're going to be very good. They're going to be very good. And Muhlenberg County is going to be very good.
Yeah, if only we can get this COVID-19 under control. It's killing us. I
Yeah.
can't imagine being good enough to make it to the state tournament and not getting to go. That is crazy to me. That would have destroyed my junior or senior year. That'd have hurt me. So I hope they come up with something that they can do for these kids once they get to the point where they get into the state tournament. Crystal Monday in the building Monday.
Crystal Monday's in the
Family
building.
member in the house. Well, I'll tell you what, it's so much talent and there's so many different ball players that we could talk about from each school. I kind of want to just bring up some names because I actually wrote down like my top 20 players to come out of this city. But I know that we're all going to have a difference of opinions just because of the different eras. Everybody's going to have Doc Higgs. Everybody's going to have Rex Chapman. Everybody's going to have Jerry Thruston. Then after that, it's wide open. So I'm just trying to get some feedback. I'm going to ask about several players. And I'm going to tell you now, the ones I asked about, I had in my top 20. And I'm going to see what y'all think and let me know if you think I might have left somebody out. But I got some late. Jerry Sampson's in the build Monday.
Sappy.
Samantha Williams. Brian Murphy.
Chuck.
2 tall to 7-footer.
Chuck, let me say this real quick. When I was a little kid, I lived on 8th Street.
Okay.
Right across the street, Dartez Talbot lived right across the street from me.
A legend.
A legend. If I went to the right, down on 8th and Grave, that's where Rod Drake lived at. I've seen Rod Drake dribble at basketball from morning, noon, and night going down to Duke and Best. I love Rod Drake. I love Dartez Talbot. I watched him play in Dust Bowl in high school, and Rod Drake, he's a great person, a personally good friend of mine. When I was a little kid, they won the state tournament. I was in the 6th grade.
Right.
They came to Faust, and Rod Drake gave me a high five, man, and I thought that was the coolest thing in the world, man.
Right.
I really did. I love you, Rod Drake. I love you.
I'll say this, man. People don't even know it, but Rod Drake was the one that helped me get my driver's license. I mean, I'm driving around in the hoopty. Drake is the passenger telling me, Chuck, get off the brake. Press a little bit. You got to turn your wheel, Chuck. Turn your wheel.
Yeah.
So, me and Drake, me and Drake got a hell of a history.
I love Rod Drake.
Yeah. I got much love for Drake. Loving the 2015 state championship.
Yes, sir.
I mean, I still ain't let it go. I feel like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
It took so long to get it.
It's tough. It's tough to win, Chuck. It's tough to win.
We got some. I know we got Justin Miller. I know I'm gonna have him on here tonight. Who else is on that team?
Eric Holman.
Big fundamental. Big fundamental. Yeah, we got a lot of talent that was on that team, and we'll be comparing that team to some legendary squads that came out of this city. And when we talk about legendary teams, Monday, what teams come to mind right off top?
Well, right off the top, 1980, the state championship team.
Drake, Dwight Higgs,
Dwight Higgs,
Terrence, Danny Griffith.
Yes.
Chucky Riley.
Chucky Riley on defense.
Yes. 1983. That team y'all had, Chuck.
We were solid there.
Y'all was dangerous.
Tim Johnson,
Yes,
rest
sir.
in peace.
Yes, sir.
Vernon
Yes, sir.
Sutherland,
Rest in peace.
sharp shooting Brad Lamps on
Yes.
the right side, Doobie White on the left.
Yes.
D'Angelo Buck, where you at? D'Angelo Buck ought to be on there
yes.
somewhere.
And
D'Angelo Buck hit 2 crucial free throws in the region tournament.
That's
He
right.
won't let me forget about it. He won't let me forget.
He did. And, I'm going to compare those two, which all the teams in the 80s was great. All the teams in the 80s was great. But I'm going to compare a whole lot of those teams to the 1986 team. We was deep. Avery Taylor, Scott Johnson,
Marcus
Robinson,
David
Hall,
Maurice
Peter White, Scott Douglas.
Yes.
Kulai Stu.
Yes. So when we get to talking about some things right now, I'm telling you, it's going to be tough. I know they didn't win the state tournament, which I think we got ripped in 1986. We got ripped at the state tournament. Yeah, Reggie Hansen, wasn't it? Yeah, we got ripped.
But wait a minute, Monday, we got to stop right here. I think the reason why we got ripped for one reason. He signed with a school already. Who'd he sign with, Monday? Who'd he sign with?
Big Blue Nation.
He signed with Big Blue
with
Nation.
the Nation.
We didn't have no shot.
He signed with the Nation. Hey, Chuck, before you go any further, I got to say this. Let me say this. Outside of John Calipari, who gets all the talent in the world to come to Kentucky, you have got to put Coach Randy Embry. We wanted to get Coach Embry here, but he was in the bubble. Randy Embry's in the bubble.
He's in the bubble with the Miami Heat.
With the Miami Heat. But I'm telling you, there's nobody that had more. There's only one coach in Kentucky that's had more talent than John Calipari, and it's Randy Embry.
It's Randy Embry. And believe it or not, Monday, I can remember us practicing before we was going to Rupp Arena one year, and for some reason we let fans come in and watch our practice. I guess it was going to be our last one. And some fan had the nerve to go over and try to give Coach Embry some coaching advice.
Oh, Lord.
We go to the state tournament every year. What else you want us to do? You know how Red Devil fans are. They get spoiled. They don't want to stand up and clap at the games no more. I mean, I don't understand it.
Yeah, we love those 2 days off that y'all gave us every year.
Yeah, you can go and put it on the calendar. Don't count just Christmas and Thanksgiving. It was the Sweet 15 Monday when we played.
Yes, sir.
What no Sweet 16, because they know we coming.
Absolutely.
We're going to be there. We don't care what y'all do. We don't care who transfers. We don't care nothing about that. When it comes to getting to Rupp Arena, we will be there. And I'm telling you something, man, I got a little story for you.
Okay.
I mean, I hope Rex Chapman, Jenny Chapman, any Chapman's on here. And Mama remembers this like it was yesterday. We lost the game to one of the best high school teams I ever played against in North Hardin with Robbie Valentine on it. Robbie Valentine went to Louisville. They had a guard on the team that went to Louisville.
Derek Jeter. Or Jeter.
Yeah, Jeter. And they had a 6'9" center that went to...
Brett Burrow went to Vanderbilt.
Went to Vanderbilt. I mean, they were stacked. As a matter of fact, I think they was the favorite to win the state tournament. They had already came to the Sports Center and beat us. They only beat us by 8, but they beat us easy. I mean, it was like playing against a college team. So we get to the state tournament, and we're going to play North Hardin first game. And Wayne Chapman, I hope you on here somewhere. Wayne Chapman saw Mama and said, well, I'd just like to say, y'all had a hell of a season. Monday, we ain't even played yet. He done counted us out. Like we ain't got no shot. And Monday, we came out pressing.
Yes, sir.
And we pressed them from beginning to end and kept it close. And the legendary, rest in peace, Daryl Hunter hit the game winner. Might be the most exciting time in my basketball career. I loved it. I mean, everybody in Rupp Arena was quiet. The Red Devils come in with the first upset of the state tournament. They couldn't believe it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody on the team was 6'2".
Yes, sir.
They couldn't believe it.
Yes, sir.
But I knew we had something special there.
Yes,
That's why
sir.
I'm crazy about Owensboro basketball.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what direction? Dartez Talbot in the building.
Good job. Dartez.
I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, we might as well move in to our top players out of this city. Because I'm telling you right now, the argument is Kenny Higgs and Rex Chapman 1 and 2. That's kind of clear. Most people have Jerry Thruston number 3. Then after that, it's wide open.
How far are we going back, Chuck?
You know what? I can't really say because it just depends on how old you are. I can't penalize you.
Yeah, but understand the people. I want the peoples of the world back in the 70s. We ain't taking nothing against you. We're not holding nothing against you. But, I didn't really get to see Kenny Higgs, but I know. I played football with his brother, so I know he come from a talented family. I just didn't get to see him. I didn't get to see Thruston. I didn't get to see Charlie Taylor and them. But I know they was real deal. So we're not leaving them off intentionally. You just was born in an era that you was born in, and that's all you can deal with.
Yeah, you just got to deal with what you saw.
Yeah.
And then, of course, people that know the game.
Right.
And you pay attention to what they say and what they saw.
Right.
And, some of these people, example, Kenny Higgs, you might not got to see him play in high school. But if you didn't get to see him play in high school, all you got to do is go to Dugan Best and make him... You run him off 5 picks, and if he misses the jumper, it's your fault. I'll tell you that. I've been through 9 picks, and I'm telling you right now, when the game was over with, if we lost, Doc Higgs was looking at me like I caused the problem. I'm telling you right now. But we got Kevin Harris Calhoun in the building, Blake Cancel, Andrew Robbins, Robbie Dole, Webb still here. We ready to go. All right, so my question off top. What names come in the picture when you think of the best players? Now, we know Rex, we know Kenny Higgs, we know Jerry Thruston. After that, who do you think is in the nominations for that 4th, 5th, 6th slot? Who comes to mind?
That's a tough question. I mean, you're thinking about a bunch of years. You got a lot of great players. John Worth was an exceptional player.
A pure shooter.
John Worth was real deal.
I mean, he can shoot from anywhere.
Bobby Higgs was a heck.
Bobby Higgs, big time. See, he's overlooked. He's overlooked, Embry.
He was on '92 team that was in the semifinals of the state tournament. Him and James Douglas, great duo there. James Douglas went to University of New Orleans. Heck of a player.
They never even talk about James
Never
Douglas,
talk
Embry.
about him.
That's why we got you here, Block.
I don't. I don't think David Hall got as much credit for his talent.
Hey, I got a good story here for David Hall. Back when we were playing against Apollo Rex, I'm not going to give names. My dad told me this, and I'm not going to give the names of the coaches. Dad might get mad at me. But a big-time coach whose son, y'all might be able to figure this out, whose son played in the NBA, came in to watch Rex play. And he watched the game. It was a game that Owensboro won. Went back to where he was from and wrote a letter to my father, Randy Embry, and said, hey, the best player on the floor was David Hall. And that was the game, Rex head-to-head, David outplayed Rex.
Yeah, I've always said it. The only reason why he's not looked at as one of the top players to ever come out of this city is he was on a team that was absolutely loaded with talent. That 86 team.
Loaded.
I think the 86 team was better than the teams that won the state tournament. And he was just one of the players on there. But if he played on any other Owensboro team, his numbers would be on a whole nother level. But that's what we talked about the other day, Monday. Would you rather have your son go to a school where he can shine as the star, or would you rather him go to a school with a lot of talent with a legitimate chance to win a state tournament? And that's the battle a lot of these kids are dealing with. There's a lot of pressure on some of these kids to transfer, especially if you've been playing with these other teammates through middle school and maybe not be happy with the amount of time that you spent on the court. Do you want to stay with them and possibly go to a state tournament? Or do you want to veer off and try to compete against them and shine?
But more times than not, when these kids, whether it be football, whether it be basketball, when you go to these other schools, well, you just signed your death warrant because you're not coming out the city.
You're not coming out if
you're not coming out the city. Owensboro is 99% of the time is going to go to the state tournament.
Yes.
And it didn't matter where you played. We had the best talent. We had the best coach. And we'll play you anywhere. I love that about Coach Embry. He reminds me so much of John Calipari. And so what if y'all getting mad? Yes, it's my show. I'm talking about John Calipari. Big Blue Nation, baby.
Yeah.
Randy Embry would play you anywhere because he felt like he had the best talent and he would play you anywhere. And I think Chad will back me up on that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, Chad, let me say this. Every time tonight, and I'm going to stop you if you don't do it, every time you mention Coach Embry, add Coach Hayes to it.
I totally agree.
I'm telling you right now, Monday, when we were about to play a team, if Coach Hayes pulled me to the side and said, Chuck, he can't go left, or Chuck, you can't let him set because he'll hit the jumper. Every single thing that man told me was guaranteed. I didn't have to question it. If he told me the guy couldn't dribble, I'm putting pressure on him. If he told me they could jump out of the gym, I'm putting my body on him. Everything that Coach Hayes told me was guaranteed lock. And to this day, he probably had more influence on me than any coach I've ever had in the history. I had some good ones too. I mean, Coach Haskins, Coach Embry, Coach Hayes, Coach Bill. Man, I'm telling you, this man was on a different island. And I'm always going to have major respect for Coach Hayes. Rest in peace, Coach Hayes.
Rest in peace. But that's what good assistant coaches do. They the right-hand man of the head coach. And whatever sport it's in. And let me also add this about Coach Embry. Coach Embry was a hell of a ball player himself.
Oh, yeah. Pretty shooter.
Yeah, shooter. He played baseball. Coach Embry, did he play?
He played baseball at University of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was big time.
Yeah, big
so
time.
He played basketball and baseball?
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me of a legend at senior high, man.
Who?
You! That's
Say
you,
it
Monday.
again.
That's you,
Say
Monday.
it again.
You locked it in two
Say it
sports.
again.
A superstar.
Say it again.
At the top of the game.
Say it again.
They don't want to give you no love, Monday.
If y'all gonna talk about Coach Emery, then damn it, you gonna talk about me too. Say it again.
They don't know, but they think because you signed a scholarship in baseball, that football was your secondary sport.
Say it again.
I know I saw it, Monday. I was a witness.
Yeah.
I was a witness.
Thank you.
Hey, while we on here, I'm over here holding this camera on two legends. I need somebody on this list of 83 people to tell me what the score is in the Denver Laker game. I need to know.
And Chuck, do not, entertainment is not free, people. It's not free. You getting this right here. You don't get this everywhere.
It's the cash out.
It's the cash out.
It's the cash out. I don't know nothing about the cash out.
Dollar sign, Chuck. Dollar sign, Phil Monday.
Dollar sign, Phil Monday.
Dollar sign, Phil Monday.
Dollar sign, Phil Monday. And before we go any further, let me get something straight. All right, we started this live off with Phil Monday and Mark Mathematic McKenzie. Right now, he's on probation for being late. McKenzie, you know you got about 26 more days. You worse than Dennis Rodman. Then we switch it up, and then we go to, we invite Andre Tuck to the show. And guess what? Another one on probation. So if y'all see Andre Tuck, y'all let him know he can't come to the bubble. He is not invited to the bubble. Okay, James Patton gave us an update. 44-30, Denver. Look, James Parham, who was that? Oh, James Parham, 44-30. John Parham told me to take Denver tonight. He sounds like he might know what he's talking about. I felt like it might be an upset tonight. All right, Monday, I want to talk about, I'm going to compare a couple players.
Okay.
Because we got some legends.
Okay.
Because I'm going to tell you, and you younger than me, Monday, so you might not understand this.
Okay.
Here's James McHenry. James McHenry, what's up? Welcome to the live. All right, like I said, we got Rex, Doc Higgs, and Jerry Thruston on everybody's top 20. I'm going to tell you somebody they don't know much about. And I'm telling you right now, I'm giving him nothing but credit. I saw him play in high school. I saw him go ahead and go to the University of Mercer. And I mean, he led him to the March Madness. And it was Dartez Talbot. Monday, I'm trying to tell you. This man, I was in high school, already getting ready for varsity, and I had the nerve to play Dartez one-on-one and do the best. Monday, I really felt myself. I felt like, I was the next big
you
thing.
hard-headed. You hard-headed.
I was the next big thing. And Dartez came out and, started showing me, what I need to work on. And we went on, started playing a one-on-one game, 32, make it, take it. Monday, I never got the ball back.
Wow.
I got beat 32-0 Monday.
Wow.
I never got the ball. That's never happened to Chuck Taylor.
Yeah.
But guess what I did?
taking candy from a baby.
Yeah.
I hope you worked on your game, Chuck.
Guess what I did,
You better.
Monday? Guess
You
what I
better.
did? I started jogging around the block, getting in shape. I got my ankle weights out of the garage. And I went down to the boys club. And the legend down at the boys club was Dooney White.
Yes.
Richard Dooney White. And Glenn White, his brother, saw me and knew, where's the dude right there that's going to be the guard for senior high? If you're going to play for senior high, you're going to have to be able to beat him.
Yeah.
So some type of way he walks up to me and says, hey, you mind playing my brother in a game of one-on-one? And Monday.
Yes. Sir.
I repaid the favor.
Yes.
32-0.
Yes, sir.
Richard White, you know I love you.
Yes, sir.
But you're not getting this ball. Dartez did it to me. I'm doing it to the next victim.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I'm telling you right there, I got Dartez as the behind Rex, Doc Higgs, and Jerry Thruston. I got Dartez Talbot as the fourth best player that I've ever seen.
Well, let me tell you something. Dartez Talbot was who's that dude that played at NC State? Was it David Thompson?
Yeah. David Thompson?
Dartez Talbot jumped out the building.
With the no dunk?
I mean, he used to rock it, Chuck. He used to rock it.
He was real deal,
Man,
baby.
I love Dartez Talbot. I love it.
Yeah, a lot of people, I don't know if it's the age gap, But it's a lot of people that don't understand what it's like to play against a coach's son or somebody with coaching in the family. They always make the right decisions. They always hit the free throws. They don't ever get too excited. And you always want the ball in their hands. Always. Is there any players that you think about, if you had a team and you was coaching, that you would want the ball in their hand in the clutch? Who comes to mind if you think about clutch performers that came out of the city of Owensboro?
Take it, Chad.
Well, of course, you have, without a doubt, Rex. Are you want coaches' sons or
No.
anybody?
I just want people that after watching them play, you always felt safe when they had the ball in their hands. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna start it off. I went and watched Apollo play. I guess this was 80. I want to say maybe 88. What year did you graduate?
I graduated '89.
Okay, I think this might have been 88. But I saw Apollo play Owensboro for a trip to the state tournament. And Anthony Leachman and Orlando Johnson were the guards for Apollo. And the game was close, game was tight, but I always felt like we were in trouble because anytime Dodo had the ball in his hand, I knew that the right decision was going to be made. And I don't think there's a substitute for that. I don't care about how many points you get, how many rebounds you get. Do you have somebody on the team that can control the pace of the game, no matter if it's close or if it's a blowaway? And he's fundamentally sound. And I always like guards like that. So,
Well, Chuck, you talking about yourself.
you're right, man.
You talking about yourself.
Right.
You talking about yourself.
You're right.
Whenever you had the ball, Chuck, I felt safe. I felt like you was gonna get Owensboro in the right spot. I felt like you was gonna get him in. But you know what your job is as a point guard, Chuck? You gotta know all the positions.
Oh, you got to know them all.
You gotta know all the plays. And Chuck, you did a hell of a job. Now we're gonna get into maybe a little bit tonight about you and McNary. About you
What about me and
you and
McNary?
McNary.
What about me and McNary?
Rest in peace. We're gonna have to talk a little bit about you and McNary. But Chuck, you controlled the ball game. You was the general on the floor. I loved it, Chuck. You did a great job out there.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Coach. I'm telling you right now, I see another floor general that, we're going to have to figure out a way to deal with him. And that's that point guard over at Catholic High.
Oh, yeah.
That Brad Griffin, boy, he's real deal. When he got the ball in his hand, you don't even think about taking it. He makes good decisions. Every time he got the ball, it's like, okay, y'all got to be on your P's and Q's because they're not going to lose the game. You're going to have to win the game.
Well, Brian, he is a good player, and we played him 4 times last year. Of course, we won the first 3, and he played in the 4th game the way he needs to play to beat us. He took care of the ball. Didn't try. I probably shouldn't be saying this. Didn't try to score, and he took care of the ball. In the first 3 games, he tried to score and tried to run up and down the floor with us, which played into our hands.
Yes.
But I will say, people got to remember, immaturity caught up with us in that game. We had guys, we started 2 freshmen and a sophomore, and they were listening to everybody outside the coaching staff telling us how good we were. We've got it won, and we came not ready to play.
Yeah.
But Griffith played a hell of a game.
And that Webb kid is the real deal as well.
He's a nice player, and that game there, their whole team played well. That's the best I've seen all of them play, but he played the best game I've seen him play all year.
Yeah, so they are a legit contender as long as that Griffith is at the point. I'm telling you right now, we have to win. We cannot expect them to play a bad game when you got a leader like him running the point. He's real deal, I'm telling you right now. And what is amazing about him being the real deal, his daddy, Marshall Griffith, wasn't worth a quarter. What's up, cuz? What's up, Marshall Griffith? What's up? Griffith's still trying to go between his legs from 25 feet. I don't understand why his brother Griffith got all that love. I don't understand it. But he's a big-time ball player.
Yeah.
And I see some major Division I athletes coming in this little group. And I'm going to tell you something right now, Monday. I don't know if you know about this little kid, this little Ben Moss's son. You know anything about him?
Yeah, I've heard about him. Ain't seen much about him, but I heard about him.
He's real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, he's real enough that you might want to sneak and try to get Big Ben Moss a Toyota Camry on the low. Get him something illegal. You got to get this boy at your school. I'm telling you right now, he's the next big-time ball player I see coming from around here. But right now, I'm telling you now, I want to talk about the top players. I got Dartez as my 4th pick. As a matter of fact, let me get my little phone. Monday, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to let you handle the camera real quick because I got a list of players that I want to bring up and I want to see what kind of input we get from the audience. Right now, we got 78 people. What's up, Zinda Acton? What's happening? We got Sheik Dizzy, Lenny Wright, John Hamilton, B.J. Sanders, Karen Crow. We got all kinds of people. We got Tim Johnson, led OHS to 4 state tournaments. Dartez, you are exactly right. The legend. I think he's is Johnson number 1 on the score list, Chad? Or number 2?
I want to say Doc Higgs number 1.
Doc Higgs is number 1,
I think
right?
Doc's 1.
Yeah, I think Johnson's number 2. But yeah, it was
you can get your phone and do what, Chuck?
I'm going to get my phone because I put a top 20 list of the best players. And we also want to talk about the top duos. Any duo come to your mind right off top, Chad?
Ron Drake, Dwight Higgs,
Absolutely.
Justin Miller, Eric Holman,
Absolutely.
Bobby Higgs, James Douglas.
Bobby Higgs, James Douglas. What about Kenny Higgs and Jerry Truce?
Well, they probably, I would say they're probably the top 1. But I didn't see them play.
Yeah, okay. I have a couple from, now wait a minute, we got to sneak in some of these other schools because I know damn well ain't no way we can forget Rex Chapman and Greg Bond.
Oh, absolutely. And also, let me say this, Chuck. Let me also give a shout out to the 1978 Apollo Eagle team,
Oh,
who was
my
undefeated.
goodness. Oh,
who was
yeah.
undefeated.
Steve Barker,
Yeah.
Jeff
Yeah.
Jones.
1978, man.
Oh, yeah, they were strong.
Yeah, they were strong.
And I think, did they go to the
They went to the state. Lost the
Undefeated.
first game, I think.
Got beat by Shelby County.
Charles Hurt?
Yeah.
Charles Hurt was dangerous.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Charles Hurt
Yeah.
looked like a weightlifter
Hey, I got,
playing against kids.
You're not going to go to state tournament and beat anybody that's got somebody going to Kentucky.
You might
Wow.
Oh, that was a low blow.
Wow.
That was a low blow.
We know that.
Wow.
But Monday, now you gotta if you sign with Kentucky, you got an edge when it comes to the state tournament. You do.
Well, some can, some can't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gonna at least admit that there's a little edge.
Well, there's an edge everywhere you go. You know, you can go over at my work. You know, somebody got the edge over it too.
Right,
You know,
right.
It ain't thrill. But you got an edge everywhere.
Well, let me ask you this. We got let me think. Money, I need you to hold this real quick. Can you hold this? You can put it on me if you want to.
I got a question for you, Chad. On that 1986 team, how did your dad go about the starting 5, and he had 4 or 5 people that could come off the bench? How does Randy Embry juggle that? How does he juggle that?
That was a tough decision.
How does he juggle that, Chuck?
That team was 8 or 9.
How does he juggle that, Chuck?
Yeah, they had a hell of a squad. Best one squad I ever seen.
But Chuck, you know, who do you put on the floor? I know one thing. You can't do. You better not get in trouble in school.
Yeah, you get in trouble in school, you in trouble for real.
You won't be playing. It'll be real easy then, won't it?
Make his decision easy.
How's he do it, Chad? How did he make his decision on the starting 5, which you knew Avery, Marcus, Pookie, pretty much, whatever. But 4 and 5, and then 6, 7, 8. How's your dad do it?
Well, that's part of coaching. I've learned that from me coaching. That's he never discussed that with me, and of course I was on the team. I didn't get to play any, but I was on the team in every practice. And that was his starting 5 the whole year. The one that came on late, that if the season would have gone a little longer, or if he'd have come on sooner, with Dwight Pewitt, which is one of the most underrated players that I've seen go through Owensboro High School. Dwight was tough as hell. And if he would have came on sooner, the season would have been a little longer. Of course, you would have had Dwight and Avery in there together at 6'6" and 6'6".
Oh yeah, and that's one thing I never understood about senior high. All this talent we have, we always lacked in size. Like we had Jerry Thruston as a big time center, but when you go back and look over the years, and Holman, when you go back and look over the years, we went decades without like a dominating center. I don't know what that is. Does that got something to do with the water we drinking?
I don't know what it is, but we've always been everybody around 83, which was a heck of a team. You were on, Chuck. Everybody's around 6 foot to 6'2".
Yeah.
But good athletes.
Athletic.
Everybody was fundamentally sound, knew how to play. Mentally very tough. That team was very mentally tough.
Yeah. All we did is play basketball all season long. You want to find us, just come down to Dugan Best. And what made us so good is we played against Rod and Dwight all summer long. So when the season started, whoever we played against had to be, of less talent. So it was like a breeze for us. We knew we were getting to the state tournament.
Let me tell you something real quick about that 83 team. Like I said, I already said they were very fundamentally sound. 5 very good. They were 6 deep, or 6 players, 6 deep. And finals of the LIT, finals of the Northern Kentucky Invitational Tournament, which was a very big tournament back then. Beat the #1 team in the state, Henry Clay, in the LIT.
Yep.
Who won the state tournament that year.
Steve Miller in the house.
And semifinals team in the state that year was Louisville Ballard, who was going towards specializing, just playing basketball, no other sport, which we had several guys playing more than one sport, and we beat the fire out of them in the semifinals at LIT.
Yes, we did.
Earl Cox, who was a big-time writer for the Louisville Courier-Journal, wrote a story on us talking about how we were still had guys playing 2 or 3 sports, and wrote a big story on Timmy Johnson, rest in peace.
Yes.
If he'd have been 6'5" or bigger, every college in the country would have wanted him.
Right.
But that team there was, I think, won about 30 ball games, and that was. I mean, if you define team, that's a team you look at.
Well, let me ask you this: if you had to compare the 1980 team with Rod Drake, Danny Griffith, Terrence Chucky, Rod, against the 86 team with Avery, Pookie, Marcus, Stu, Peanut, Scott, how do you think it would have came out? How do you think it would have turned out?
I think it'd been a heck of a game, no doubt, but depth. Again, 86 had depth, and the 80 team only played 6 people.
Yeah.
That would have come into factor, and of course you had 3 great athletes in Tony James, Terrence Thompson, and Chucky Riley. Might be the best all-around athlete ever, arguably that ever come out of senior high. Could guard 5 positions at 5'10", 5'11".
Yes.
And he could guard 5 positions. I tell you a story on them. They beat Covington Holmes in the semifinals that year. Had a guy named Dickie Beal who went and played
Kentucky.
And I mean, fast as lightning.
Yeah.
They were favored against us, and we had 3 guys in Terrence, Tony, and Chucky as quicker, and I think we beat them by 25, 30 points Saturday morning.
Yes, I remember that game.
We beat them pretty good.
Yes, I forget who was it. Louisville Dawson they beat in the
And
championship.
we beat Louisville Dawson in the final. Coach Drake hits the shot to win the game.
Let me ask you this: Eric Coleman. Eric Coleman used to play under a lot of the teams that Timmy had when he was young, and he ended up leaving Owensboro and going to Minnesota. I always thought if he would have stuck around, they really might have had a chance to win the state tournament. Do
Who you
remember
talking about, Chuck?
Eric Coleman? Do you remember Eric Coleman?
I don't remember Eric Coleman.
Yeah, he left when he was young, but he ended up going overseas, and I think he has more titles than Bill Russell. But he's big time. I mean, he's big time, and I was just thinking, I thought maybe you might remember that. You were young. It was years ago, but he's a big time ball player. But it's a lot of players, a lot of situations that you go back and look at, especially with players transferring to other high schools.
What about the Swanigan kid? Remember him?
Yes.
He would have played with Davenport and David Phillips and them. That was huge.
Yeah, he went to Notre Dame.
Yes.
Yeah, he was big time. Yeah, he was big time.
Kareem Hodges, remember Kareem Hodges? He was younger than them, but we lost him. He was a heck of a player. Played a little pro ball, I think, overseas.
Yeah. I remember, now y'all ain't gonna remember this because y'all too young for this, but this was as we were all working hard to be able to play at senior high, and you start looking around at the talent in the area, and you try to figure out where you fit in. And there was a guy that I promise you would be on the Wall of Fame at senior high, but despite some terrible circumstances, he ended up drowning in the Ohio River. Do you know James Dostry? You remember him, Monday?
Yeah.
James Dostry?
Yeah.
James Dostry has superstar written all over him. And a lot of people don't remember James Dostry. But I don't know, I think it was like 14 when it happened. But you could see it that early. It was almost like, okay, well, we know Dostry, he'll have one starting spot, at least 4. Now, can you fit in those other 4? You already had him put on another level, and just unfortunately, that incident happened. But much love to Dostry. Grundy, I know you remember Dostry. Yeah, James Dostry, big time player. But I got a team I want to throw out at you, Monday. You and Chad. I got my all rifle team out of Owensboro. Pure shooters. You got an open shot, 2 seconds left on the clock, 25 feet. Who do you want shooting the ball that came out of Owensboro, Kentucky? I got 5 of them. I just want to see before I tell you my 5. Think about it. I got my 5. I'm going to tell you. Now, we talked about a couple of them. You already mentioned John Worth.
Yes.
John Worth is legit
Yes.
from anywhere on the court.
Yes.
And absolutely Rex. You know, Rex went on and did it in
Yeah.
the NBA.
Yeah.
So that's 2 spots already locked in. What's the other 3? Name 3 more.
I'm going to stop you right there on this one. There's one guy. Didn't see him play. You didn't see him play. You didn't see him play. But you saw him shoot in practice. Remember when we were trying to work on the rebound and some dude kept shooting and couldn't miss?
Was it Brad?
Randy Embry.
Well, we know Coach Embry. we know CJ.
Hey, Bobby Watson said Randy Embry's the best pure shooter ever come out of this area.
And guess who else said that?
Who?
Charlie Taylor. I asked Doug when they came out with the best third region players to ever come out. I said, so who's overrated? Who's in the right position? I said, what about Coach Embry? He said he's right where he's supposed to be, Chad. I mean, pure shooter. Been able to shoot the ball ever since he saw him. So yeah, I know Coach Embry's a real deal. I used to sneak down and we ready to start practice, and I look down the other end of the court, and Coach Embry's just shooting on his own, and I'm like, man, Coach can shoot for real still today. I mean, big time. If somebody gets hurt on the Miami Heat, they got some backup. I'm telling you right there. They got some backup. All right, see, I'm seeing a bunch of Dwight Higgs, Lamar Owen, John Worth. Yeah,
Darian Morrow could shoot the ball.
Damian Morrow.
Sniper.
Much love to you, Damian Morrow. I still love that 2015 state championship. Justin Miller, wherever you are, same thing. Yeah, what about, I'm going to give you one. Now,
what about who played for Cali that was a sharpshooter when you played, Chuck? Was Monarch a sharpshooter?
Monarch could shoot.
Was Monarch a good shooter?
Monarch was a hell of a shooter.
Was he a good shooter?
He was a hell of a shooter. He was a hell of a shooter.
What do you think about
Tyler
Drake?
Brown was a pure. Tyler Brown was never
What about
he was a scorer.
Terrence could shoot.
Terrence don't get on that list. Don't do that.
Terrence
don't get on that list, Monday.
He shot him all the way to Apollo for the state finals, Chuck.
He can't get on that list.
Okay,
though.
well,
we're talking about pure. Scott Johnson was a pure.
Was Scott Johnson a pure shooter?
Pure shooter. I'm telling you. If you throw the ball right, you go on down. Don't even go for the rebound. Just go on down court.
Is Scott Johnson shooting?
Pure shooter.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah,
don't tell me that. Because he's trying to tell me that when he was in, Savannah, is that where he went at? They called him Scott LaRock. They called him Scott LaRock. Scott LaRock. We giving you love, baby. We're giving you love.
I'll give you one more, baby, you ain't ready for.
Who?
Robbie Webb, pure shooter.
Webb a shooter?
Pure shooter.
Webb did it like that.
I guarantee you right now, we could go over to Webb's house and give him a basketball. Webb will hit 80 out of 100 free throws right now.
Wow.
And he's 62 years old.
Wow.
I mean, how old are you, Webb?
Wow.
I'm telling you, Steve Barker was a pure shooter at Apollo.
Yeah, yeah.
Pure shooter.
Yeah.
Now,
And
Tyler Brown-
what about his running mate? What about his running mate?
Jeff Jones?
Yeah.
Jeff Jones, he can do a little bit of everything. Very smart with the basketball. Very smart. Now, there's a difference, though, between a pure shooter and a scorer. And I'm telling you right now, all you got to do is get on YouTube and check out Tyler Brown against the University of Louisville. And I'm telling you right now, he was a problem. He was a problem. And the team went on that same backcourt, went on and got a title. Now, don't say nothing Monday about him taking it away from him. I know that's what you're going to say.
I'm going to say it.
They took it away from him.
I'm going to say it.
But I'm telling you right now, they had Patino off the bench screaming at the guard.
Well, I'm going to say it. Louisville, whenever you get done, you got a championship in 80 and 86. Period. Period. That flag y'all got hanging up on the wall, and we took it down. It's now floating down the Ohio River.
So it don't count, man?
It don't count. Piss on Louisville. Big Blue Nation. Big Blue Nation.
All right, why don't we give you another pure score, Monday? I mean, he just had a scorer's mentality. You can go to YouTube and check him out, too. You got to give Kool-Aid Stu some love, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
You got to give Kool-Aid Stu. Stu got in the lineup on a technicality, Monday. the leading scorers got suspended for St. Louis's team. They already been beat by 25 early in the year by the team Southern Illinois. Already beat them by 25. And now they come in to play St. Louis at home on ESPN. The top two scorers get benched, suspended, and Stu comes in and steals the show.
Stu was hot.
I mean, please type in Orlando Stewart game on YouTube.
He was hotter than fish grease, wasn't he, Chuck?
No, hotter than fish grease.
Yeah.
I mean, Stu was on a whole nother level. Now, while we talking, we got to say something about Mr. Basketball, Chad. Brandon Davenport.
Oh, Brandon
we
Davenport.
got to say something about Davenport. But let me say something before we get started on Davenport. Chad, you can only get this in the neighborhood at Dugan Best. And Dre knows it. He's going to act like he don't know, but he knows because I remind him every time we talk about basketball. Brandon Davenport had one of the greatest performances against Andre at Dugan Best that I've ever seen. Monday, you go to 32, Monday. I guarantee you Davenport had 28 points against Dre. And Dre was all over him. I said, Dre, he was killing you. Dre said, yeah, he was. He was killing Dre. I said, man, this Davenport is the real deal Holyfield. And Chad, believe it or not, after y'all went up to the state tournament and played, what was the guy's name? They beat Brandon in the state tournament.
Paintsville.
Van Hoos. Van Hoos. You know, Davenport showed up. He showed out in that game. And after that game, I told Dre, I said, Dre, Davenport gonna win Mr. Basketball. Dre said, ain't no way. I said, I bet you $50 right now he wins Mr. Basketball. That's a bet. So we put the bet in. So it's a few more days before they announce Mr. Basketball. He said, well, why do you think he's gonna win it? I said, for one, the whole state only got to see him in the state tournament. And I think they went to the LIT that year.
Won the LIT and he got MVP.
Yeah. So the whole state saw him in two of his best performances. And then, of course, he was steady all year for senior high, and they was winning. And there wasn't nobody else doing nothing in the state. I said, Brandon got to be number one pick. So Dre bet me the $50. And a few days later, they announced that Brandon Davenport, Mr. Basketball, Owensboro, Kentucky. So I go to Dre. I say, Dre, give me my 50. Dre, give me my 50. We locked in. So a few days later, Dre said, man, we can't do that no more. I said, what you mean? He said, man, I was up on Fifth Street last night, and Jerry Davenport came up to me and wanted to fight because I bet against Brandon. I said, boy, I'm so glad I bet on Brandon.
Oh,
he said, Jerry Davenport walked up to me, he said, Chuck, I just want to appreciate you because Brandon said you always been in this corner. You always was on his side. Anything, any knowledge you had of the game, you was always willing to share it. So shout outs to B-Dab and a special shout out to my boy. My boy. He ran Chautauqua.
Yes,
Jerry
sir.
Davenport.
Yes, sir. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
big time ball player.
Yeah, rest
Now,
in peace.
Now somebody mentioned Ray Harper, but Ray Harper doesn't fit in this conversation because these are only players that came out of the city of Owensboro. But Ray Harper is the real deal.
Yeah.
Ray Harper came to the Sports Center and put on a show Monday.
Yes, sir.
I mean a show. So no, it might be for another conversation, but as far as pure shooters, he would not be in this one. John Palmer said Patrick Critchlow, another example of somebody that was legit, but he was at Brett County, so he wouldn't fit under this either. So, what else? What else do we want to cover? I want to cover a little bit on duos. We talked about Justin and Eric Holman. What about any duos at Apollo besides Rex and Greg Bond? Anybody come to your mind?
Well, you can Tyler and Terrence. They was a nice little duo. Other than that, I really don't know nobody. Dodo had a good running mate.
Anthony Leachman and
Yeah,
Dodo?
he had a good running mate. That's about it.
No, it's more than that, Bundy.
At Apollo?
Yeah, Apollo.
Ah, shit.
Hold on, I made my little notes here, Monday. Hold on just a second here.
I mean, after Greg Vaughn and Rex Chapman, I mean, and maybe Dodo and Leachman, I mean, it falls way off.
Way off?
And you can throw Terrence and but it ain't no whole lot.
I heard somebody say, "Oh, Bubba Long."
Yeah, you're right. Bubba Long and
Michael J.
Michael J.
Yeah, they're legit. That's legit.
Yes.
Hell of a combination.
I might put them right after. I might put them behind Rex Chapman. Them.
Yeah, they big time.
Yeah, they big time.
Yeah,
big
I
time.
believe they went on. Somebody went on and won. What was the league they had? The little pro league they had. Michael J. was the point guard for that team. That little semi-pro team they brought to Owensboro. Y'all don't remember that?
Yeah,
remember that.
the Kentucky
I can't remember the name of it.
No.
Mavericks. Was it the Mavericks?
No, it wasn't the Mavericks. Hey, somebody help me out with that team that Michael J. led to a championship. I can't think of the name of them. It'll be somebody on here. Truett and Rom. What about Truett and Rom? Y'all know anything about them?
No, sir. No, sir.
Todd Truett and Matt Rom.
They were a good duo.
They were a good duo? All right. Creamer and Lewis. I don't even know who it is. Who's Creamer and Lewis? Michael Hanley, Bobby Zerner.
That's a good one.
Bobby Zerner, Michael Hanley. What about Kathakai?
McNary.
McNary and Vessels.
Yes, sir.
Chris Brown was real deal in basketball as well, but I don't know who his running mate was.
Okay.
I might have to. Jock Williams, where you at? Jock Williams will be able to help me with that. This Brian Griffith, who's his running mate?
Weaver.
Weaver. Is he back next year?
Yeah, he'll be back next year.
All right, they'll be legit. All right, so we got right now we got 83 people. What's up, Tar Smith? Drayton Ty, Smurder Higgs, Barry Wilson, Angie Tat in the building. What's up? We got a lot of new faces on here.
Yeah.
Dodo, where do you rank you and Leachman in the best combination?
Shit,
I need to know where y'all at on the combination.
You know what Dodo's gonna say? Yeah, you gotta ask him. You know he's gonna say number one.
What about my boy Brock Mormon? You forgot about him, Embry.
Him and Bundy?
Bundy?
You know what?
Bundy
I
was
talked to
good.
Bundy. I talked to Bundy a lot. Urel, I'm gonna give you some love right here, so listen up. I mean, solid. Solid.
Yeah, he was big time.
He was solid.
They had a good team. That was a good team.
Yeah, he was solid.
Who ended up beating them?
They got beat in the quarterfinals by Lexington Catholic.
Yeah, he handled the ball really. He handled the ball really well.
Hey, I need an update on that game.
Yeah.
Did the Lakers make a comeback? They was down 14.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why Monday scheduled this the day of the game. He must think we really are special.
Yeah, y'all are special. Y'all
What time
are
we
special.
got, Monday? What time we got?
About 5 more minutes, Chuck. Let's wrap it up.
We got about 5 more minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Let me ask you. What do you know about Josh Miller? What kind of basketball player was Josh Miller?
You know, I wasn't around here when Josh played. I can't comment on Josh.
I knew it. I knew it anyway. I knew it. I knew it anyway. Josh Miller, we went live. I'm trying to see what kind of ball player you were. I knew it. Say no more. If Chad Embry don't know about you, then I'm telling you, it says a lot. It says a lot.
Well, I'm telling you right now, we talk about Ron Dwight all the time. Danny Griffith never does get no credit. He ought to be in some discussion. He was big time. Robert Sutherland.
Bay
Sutherland.
My baseball coach.
He's the only reason why I wasn't starting as a sophomore. They was nice with the ball.
Fundamental.
Fundamentals. My boy, my running mate, Vernon Sutherland.
Yes, sir.
Where you at, Vernon?
Yeah.
My boy.
Somewhere in Texas.
A special shout out to Brad Lout, still running marathons at age 55.
Yes, sir. And Fleet Feet. Fleet Feet.
Wait a minute. You did you say Fleet Feet?
I said Fleet Feet.
They was directly responsible.
They was directly responsible
for how good we look when we entered Rucker Williams.
Absolutely. If you didn't get a pair of shoes from Fleet Feet.
And don't forget about what it was another one. Don't forget about the other one. With Lee Wilson. Don't forget about Lee Wilson.
Absolutely.
Fixing us up. I had 2 wristbands at school.
Oh my
I was wearing
goodness.
wristbands at school, man.
I spent $250,000 at Lee Wilson.
I mean, Lee Wilson.
Lee Wilson.
Fleet Feet. That's 2 of our sponsors.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
And we got another sponsor that ain't got nothing to do with basketball, and I'm proud, Monday.
Who?
Pizzo's Pizza.
Pizzo's.
We ought to have a pizza every time we have a show.
Yeah.
Pizzo's Pizza is setting records right now. They got a terrible left turn. I mean, it's worse than Big Dipper.
Yes.
But I mean, the line has got about 70 cars in it. I'm telling you right now, I might go over there tonight. What time is it?
Almost about 9.
23 after 9.
Listen, what you got? You got anything? You got anything you want to add? Big guy Chad, before you get off here.
I appreciate the invite. I couldn't ask to be around two better people.
What's that team gonna look like this year? Are y'all gonna be able to play? Or
Well, I tell you what, after what transpired at the end of last year, I guarantee you we're gonna be ready to play this year.
Okay. Is
Guarantee.
fans? Are we gonna be able to have fans in the building or what? Are we?
That's still up in the air.
Still
No
up
one
in-
really knows.
Nobody knows. Okay. All right.
I got a rest in peace list, Monday. We gotta get in before we get out of here.
Okay.
I'm talking about some legendary ball players.
Yeah.
Both at the high school and the middle school.
Okay.
Some we lost early.
Okay.
James Dostry.
Okay.
James McNary.
Okay.
Tim Johnson. Greg McFarland. Apollo.
Absolutely.
Nero Lewis.
Yes.
Faust Rockets.
Yes, sir.
Jeff Humphrey. Owensboro Senior.
Absolutely. State
Gerald-
1983.
Yes.
He's on the 83 state tournament team.
Daryl Hunter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still responsible for the biggest upset in state tournament Owensboro history. Coach Adrian Hayes, my guy. And if I left off anybody, y'all make sure y'all add them in the comments.
Add them in the comments. Don't forget to hit that cash app. Help Thrill out. This was a great show tonight. $, Phil Monday.
$ Phil Monday. We got a special guest next week. We will not be telling y'all ahead of time next week.
And before we get out of here, in closing, let me say this. Please, people, it's a must that we get out here and vote.
I like it, Monday. I like it.
It's a must that we get out here and vote. And you know why we need to get out here and vote.
You know we know why.
And
we know why.
If you do not know, if you still on the fence of who you voting for, call me and I'll tell you who to vote for. I hope I'm saying her name right. Is it Kamala? Am I pronouncing that right? Anyway, Harrison Biden. If you call me, that's who I'm going to tell you to vote for.
All day, every day.
Every day. If you want your voice to be heard, get out here and vote. And last and certainly not least, I want to give a shout out to the people in Louisville. Stay strong. Stay strong. You know, I know y'all going through some terrible times with that mess up there.
And they ready to act a fool.
Yeah,
Breonna Taylor
stay strong.
Still ain't got a justice. That 12 million was nice, but that ain't nice enough.
Yeah, stay strong. Stay strong. I want to give a shout out to Louisville, Kentucky. Louisville, Kentucky. That's all I got, Chuck. We had a great show tonight. I'm so proud. And I want y'all to know Chucky Taylor scared me tonight.
I don't know what.
He scared me.
I'm on time, Monday.
He scared me. But I'm glad we had a great show. Chad, I love you, man.
Appreciate
I love you. I love
Much
you.
love to
I love
Much
Chad
love to
Edwards.
Block. Yes. We'll
My
do it
guy.
again.
My guy.
Do we have any hints on next week's subject? We moving out sports next week.
Yeah. Well, Chuck, what you want to talk about next
We might
week?
be on some relationship type stuff.
Oh.
Let me tell you something, Monday.
Yes.
Aretha Drake had the nerve to tell me
Oh, my
how
goodness.
cute I used to be. I'm still cute, Aretha.
I think you are too,
I'm
Chuck.
still cute.
I think you are
I
too.
still get whoever I want. Don't you dare act like I can't.
And Chuck, what do you think we should talk about next week? I think a good topic would be baby mamas, drama, and baby daddy.
I don't know about you, Money. We might have to get somebody to take your place. We might have to get somebody. Mathematic McKenzie, are you off probation? We might need Mathematic McKenzie for that. I don't know. Marty ain't gonna want to hear from you. Kathy Harris Calhoun don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, they do.
They don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, they do. I'm
Right.
telling you. Y'all be careful. Be safe out there.
And we
Go
appreciate
vote.
you.
Go
We appreciate
vote.
you. We
Hit the,
appreciate you.
hit the like button. Share it with everybody. $ Phil Monday. Cash out.
$ Phil Monday. All right. Well, we out of here.
We out of here.
See ya.
All right.
Now finish.